All right, what's going on, guys? Episode number 3 of our weekly podcast, and it's an exciting day. The first game of the NFL season starts today, and we're going to be giving our record predictions, all 16 games this week, and we're going to keep a running track throughout the year, see who's the best.
And we'll go over our record from this week and the next week episode to see how we did and things like that. And then we'll start with the game tonight, which is the Bills versus the Rams. Who you got?
Personally, I got Rams. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a really close game. 2 good offenses, 2 good defenses. I think Rams come away with like a 3-point win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close, but I'm going to flip. I'm taking Bills. I think that defense is going to dominate that game. They're going to figure out how to stop Cooper Kupp. They're going to stop that rushing game that they don't really have by the Rams. So that's where I'm going.
I'm definitely going with the Bills. It's going to be a shootout. The score is going to be high in this game. And I think after last year, Josh Allen wants a revenge season. He wants everything back.
Yeah.
And he's just going all out.
This game might give the flashbacks to the Rams-Chiefs game a couple years ago when it was like 55-56 or something.
I would not complain either.
All right, next game up, we got 49ers versus Bears. We'll start with you, Chase. Who you got?
Definitely going with the 49ers here. Bears, they're just a poverty team this year.
I think that might be a clean sweep for this one.
I'm taking 49ers as well. The Bears, they're just weak all around this year.
Yeah, the 49ers have a pretty built roster to go this year.
Mm-hmm. A lot of weapons on offense.
We'll have to see what's going on with Trey Lance in his first starting year as a sophomore player now, but the Bears are just
they still have Justin
not
Fields.
very good at
2
all.
unproven quarterbacks. Justin Fields played well at the end of last season, but
They didn't put anything around him to make me change my mind.
yeah,
And
no.
that offensive line is like,
And they lost defense.
let's not block.
And
basically.
Trey Lance is jumping into a good system. He has good
Yeah.
physical attributes. He should fit in just fine.
All right, game 3, we got my Eagles versus the Lions. Obviously, I'm taking the Eagles because our team's built basically to have a playoff run this year. And the Lions are like a sort of up-and-coming team that no one knows a big question mark about. But I think we have the edge this game.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think this one's a clean sweep, too. Eagles, their roster just got better and better and better all season or all off season. Like, it's crazy. I mean, the Lions do have a pretty decent roster up and coming. Young team, fired up head coach. He wants it, but I think the Eagles take this game by at least 15.
Yeah, the Lions, they're just not there yet.
Yeah.
Like I said, up and coming. I mean,
Maybe in like 2 years,
Yeah.
the Lions will be like maybe a powerhouse in that NFC North.
they
but-
need a stronger receiving core. It's okay right now. They need a stronger receiving core. Build up their defense a little bit. Maybe a better quarterback.
Yeah.
A few more years, they'll be good.
Agreed.
They got potential.
Yeah.
All right, next game up, we got the Steelers versus the Bengals.
Big
Here
Steelers
we
guy
go,
over
Chase.
here.
You got-
I am a big Steelers
You
fan,
going with the
yeah.
bias? Let's hear it.
And we got the ongoing record, and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win this whole thing.
Huh?
So I gotta be serious. And if I'm being serious, I gotta take the Bengals over the Steelers.
Fair.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout game or anything like that. Maybe like 1 or 2 scores.
Yeah.
I think it comes down a lot to the Steelers secondary versus those wide receivers on the Bengals. The Steelers secondary, they don't really have those powerful players anymore that they used to have. They got like Levi Wallace as their dominant receiver corner, who ain't really that nice, versus like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd,
Yeah, I mean,
that whole offense. So I
best
think
wide
I'm taking the Bengals
receivers
as well.
in the league. You can't really stop them with anything less than the best. You can't stop the best with anything that's not the best. So, yeah.
All right, next game up, we got Patriots Dolphins. Who you got?
Patriots, Dolphins.
It's in Miami.
Again, this is a close one. 2 divisional matchup, 2 completely different places. I'm taking Dolphins here. I think Tua's really going to prove himself as a top 40% quarterback this year, like top 12, 13-ish, because he has weapons. He has so many weapons. He's got speed all around him. Waddle, Tyreek, Mostert, Gesicki's got hands. Like, he has every reason, and an improving O-line. Like, he has reason to play well.
I'm also going with the Dolphins. The Dolphins have like a streak of beating the Patriots in Miami the past like 6 years, and not even because of that offense. I'm taking their defense. They got all the pieces that they need right now. They have a good secondary. They have the upcoming pass rushers and D-line that they need. So, with the question marks on who's calling plays on the Patriots, I'm too worried about what's going on over there. I'm taking the Dolphins.
I think if you flip this game around and you put them in New England, first game of the season,
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have to go with the Patriots in that one. But this one, like you said, Miami at home, I think I got to go with the Dolphins, especially they just picked up Reed, and he's going to be a menace.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And Tua's got a nice deep ball. People underrated. Tua's got a nice deep
And
ball.
that Patriots secondary ain't got much speed.
No,
So,
I mean,
they got old Devin McCourty, Kyle Duggar's the box dude.
they lost
I don't
J.C.
really have,
Jackson, and he was the
They don't got them deep track stars like Tyreek Hill.
And Tua had that one underthrown ball that everyone posted on social media.
It's still training camp. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's training camp. It's not an actual game, and he had months after that to prepare
Yeah.
with Tyreek, get used to his speed.
For
That's
sure.
Probably why he underthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, you're not used to the fastest player in the league.
Yeah.
Shifty.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I think it'll be pretty good.
Next
All
game
right, next game.
is Browns versus Panthers.
It's interesting.
It's in Carolina.
Baker
Baker
versus
revenge
his
game.
old team.
They don't got Deshaun. Who you got?
I'm personally going with the Panthers here. I mean,
100% agree. 100%.
I don't think there's much else to say.
I don't.
First game,
Yeah,
Deshaun gone.
I'm taking Jacoby Brissett, nowhere close to Baker Mayfield at home versus his old team. He's got the good mentality. He said he wants to beat the out of his old team, so like they want to win.
Beat the what?
We'll leave that there.
Yeah, we'll leave it.
I'm also taking the Panthers. They got an upcoming defense that, with not that many weapons on that Browns team, I think the Panthers might stomp on them early and be up by a good bit. That they'll have to start passing the ball only. And if you got Jacoby trying to throw it to Donovan Peoples-Jones, I don't think it's working very much.
True. All right.
Next game, we got a pretty close game. The Colts versus the Texans.
Hey,
Who you got?
divisional matchup. We taking Colts all the way. Texans still sorry. I mean, Davis Mills. I think he can have a good season. He's not going to be terrible. They got a few weapons on offense.
I like what the
young
Texans,
and old.
I like what the Texans are doing. They're just in a bad spot right now with all the any sort of weaponry that they have. They have Brandon Cooks. They have Derek Stingley now. They have not that much out of that. Davis Mills played well last year as a rookie. I think he'll take another step this year and be better. They got the rookie Damian Pierce. They don't have
Backfield,
a terrible roster anymore. They just don't have those pieces like the Colts have Jonathan Taylor, they have Shaquille Leonard, they have DeForest Buckner, they have all these dudes
Mhm.
that are known players in the league.
They have a team.
Yeah.
We don't know what
So I'm
team
taking
it's
the
going
Colts
to
as
be.
well.
Yeah, Colts win that.
I'm going with the Colts. The Texans, they pretty much traded away their team. They're good players over the last few years. And I guess, they're starting to rebuild now, I guess you'd say.
Mm.
It's almost like with the Lions, give them time and they'll be better, but right now they're just not good.
Yeah, they're just lacking.
They got the picks and stuff to make their team advance. They don't have many old players, so this should be pretty good up and coming.
Yeah, we'll
So
see.
next game we got Saints versus Falcons. What you got?
I'm going with the Saints here. The Falcons are also one of those teams that are just not that good this year.
Easy way to put it is they're sorry.
Yeah.
They don't have
no
anything,
wide
to be honest.
receivers, new quarterback. All they have on offense is Kyle Pitts. They miserable O-line.
Poverty franchise.
I mean, they got AJ Terrell. He's good.
They got one weapon on offense. They got Kyle Pitts. They have one player on defense. They got AJ Terrell. Then you have Drake London, who knows what he's gonna do. You got Cordell Patterson, who knows what he's gonna do.
I mean, he's experienced. He's old, but Mariota
But I'm taking that Saints defense. I don't even care.
jumped into a new system. Saints all the
As much as I need the Saints to lose for my draft pick, I gotta pick them here.
Saints.
All right, next game up, we got another close one. The Ravens versus the Jets. Who you got?
Lamar MVP season. Lamar Ravens all the way. I don't think Jets have a team. It's not. Nobody knows what it's going to be, but they have a team. Their roster is not miserable, but I think they're going to have a very average season, somewhere from 6 to 8 wins. But I think the Ravens are making a serious playoff run this year, so I'm taking the Ravens.
What you got?
And first of all, Lamar MVP season, wrong.
Eh.
I am going with the Ravens here. The Jets, put Zach Wilson in, maybe they got a better chance. Joe Flacco, he's getting washed.
I don't know.
Hey, at least Joe Flacco's won something before.
To me,
Revenge tour, his old team, man.
I'm questioning this one.
No, I mean at home, then New York.
They got Elite Joe. They got the weapons. They have a better weaponry than the Ravens.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay.
The
you're
Ravens'
wrong.
defense is better. That's why I'm iffy. But it's Flacco against his old team. Flacco plays well
It's like
in general.
It's like Ravens.
But also
weapons.
Flacco can just show up and just suck.
It's like Ravens weapons, Jets weapons, Ravens defense, Jets defense.
Very, very true.
I think I'm
Very
still
true.
taking the Ravens, but if this game is 3 weeks from now, give me the Jets.
All right.
Alright,
Next game.
real close game here. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Washington Commanders. Who you got, Sam?
All right. So if we're talking about end of last season form Commanders, I'm taking Jags because I think these are two terrible teams in my opinion. I think the Commanders are just like a below average team. Jags have a very young team. I mean, they have a team. It's interesting.
Technically they are a team. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, Trevor Lawrence still has to be proven. I'm not going to prove him bust or
I
boom
think
yet.
this game's gonna be.
I think it's Commanders win. They're at home too. It's a Commanders.
It's gonna be a scoring game because both of these defenses are just like basically no one's playing. Like the Commanders, their best player still isn't playing.
Yeah,
He just
Chase Young doesn't like
re-entered his
football
ACL
anymore or
for some
something,
reason.
man. Like,
But I think the Commanders have a better offense. Even though Wentz is on that team, he'll give you the "I'm a good player" plays, and the next play throw the ball straight to the defense. Who knows what he's gonna get each other play?
Yeah.
You can take that how you want it. The Jags don't really know about they have a bunch of receivers that they have now, but they're all just like similar.
Hey,
There's
Christian
not like
Kirk.
a dominant receiver there.
I mean,
what do you think, Chase?
if you're doing
But I'm taking the
a
Commanders.
comparison, right?
Yeah.
Commanders defense, Jets defense, both trash. All right,
Yeah.
just leave them alone. And offense, quarterbacks, you got T-Law, Carson Wentz. I'm taking Carson Wentz.
See, that's where we differ. I'm taking Trevor Lawrence because, dude, he's still the number 1 overall draft pick. Like, he's electric. He has all the mental ability. It doesn't even have to be physical.
I don't know.
He knows how the game works.
They got Dougie Peterson down there. He knows how to win with who at quarterback. So
Yeah.
I still think the Commanders edge this one out with the battle of bad defenses. But
I don't know.
maybe down the road I'll take the Jags
You know
like
the
this other
receivers?
Jets.
The Jags just picked up Christian Kirk in the offseason.
Yeah.
Commanders do have Terry McLaurin though.
Yeah, Terry
And then you got
McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. I'm taking Terry McLaurin over that.
Yeah.
And they got what? John Dodson.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
John Dodson,
I
they got
mean,
Curtis Samuel,
I
they
think-
have Logan Thomas, they have Antonio Gibson, they have a lot more weaponry than
They
the
should be a
Jags.
better offense, and I don't think either.
They definitely should, but the Jags.
Both of their offensive lines
you have
are
a young
basically just
offense.
not playing. So
I don't know.
Sorry. All right, next game.
Commanders.
We got
Packers,
Packers,
versus
Vikings.
Vikings. Who you think, Carson?
this game, I personally
Vikings at home, by the way.
am taking the Vikings
Ooh, interesting.
because Aaron Rodgers. I know it's Aaron Rodgers, but he doesn't have this connection with his receivers yet on who's gonna play. Like he has Alan Lazard, who he's been with. He has Randall Cobb, but Randall Cobb's like 55 years old. But then he has, who knows? You got Sammy Watkins, you have Christian Watson, you have Romeo Doubs, but who knows about that? They have Robert Tonyan back, but he just tore his ACL. Their defense is good, but then the Vikings have weapons. They have Justin Jefferson, they have Dalvin Cook, they have Kirk Cousins, they have Adam Thielen. They have that defense too that is somewhat good, not as much as they used to be, but I'm taking the Vikings here.
Enough said. I'm not fading Aaron Rodgers. Packers win this game. I don't care. Aaron Rodgers doesn't need the weapon. He can throw the ball better than any other person in the league. He said he's worked well with his new weapons. He really likes Lazard as his wide receiver 1. They moved up in the draft to get Christian Watson for a reason. They see his potential. They still have a good defense, very good outside too. I'm taking Packers this game.
This one's stuck for me. I can't lie.
Dude, it's close.
Vikings at home. That's
Mhm.
a huge advantage for the Week 1 games, in my opinion.
The skulls are gonna go crazy.
Yeah, and having first game of the season, having to go away and play against thousands and thousands of people cheering against you. After an off season where you're not used to that anymore, it might be a little nerve wracking for some people. But then again, you do have Aaron Rodgers.
It's Aaron Rodgers. He don't feel nerves. He's a
Back-to-back
freak,
MVP.
bro.
Yeah.
But
Don't fade him.
Alan Lazard, Sammy Watkins,
Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs.
Randall Cobb, they're just
Yeah, I mean,
not that good.
not proven. I'd take Justin Jefferson over all of them combined. But who are you taking to win?
Oh, I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings at home.
All right. Fair enough. Next game, Giants-Titans, very close game. Titans at home, and I'm gonna keep this one short. Derrick Henry is running for 350 yards. It's a Titans win.
Give me Titans by 50.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, it's Titans.
Giants are miserable. I'm sorry.
If the Giants
The
manage,
Giants might be the second worst team in the league.
Yeah.
if the Giants manage to win this game, I will personally take 0 wins for this entire week.
Yeah, dude, I would probably agree that.
They still have who knows Daniel Jones out
Dude,
there.
we don't like. It doesn't even matter. The QB situation in Tennessee, it's all shady and like cloudy, but no one cares. The Giants' offense, the Giants.
Jeffrey Simmons might just eat Daniel Jones alive because
Yeah.
their offensive line cannot block.
They do not compare. All right, this is a more interesting
This
game.
is the hardest game to pick, probably.
Raiders
versus
Chargers.
I personally
Yeah.
am going with my boy Derwin and taking the Chargers here. I think the Chargers on paper have a better team than the Raiders. The Raiders defense might be literally nobody's. They have 2 pass rushers, that's about it. They traded their best corner away for literally nothing. Don't know what they're doing there. Jonathan Abram, they already declined his 5th-year option because they don't like him. I'm taking the Chargers.
I think Chargers win. Chargers at home. New team. Justin Herbert. He's gonna put up a serious MVP campaign, I believe. He's a real good player. They got weapons out the yang, man. You got Eckler in the backfield. You got Keenan Allen, Mike Will, Donald Parham's still there. He's a huge body. Like they got people to work with and a very good defense.
He a backup, by the way.
It doesn't matter.
Joe Everett, starter. But it's okay.
I'm taking him.
Go
too.
ahead, take your Raiders.
Seahawk goat.
Alright, listen. Alright. Derek Carr,
Wrong move.
good quarterback.
Yep.
Right? You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
say he's not.
He's
a good
like,
quarterback.
he's something.
And with Tay, his college teammate. Like
Old college teammate Tay, probably best wide receiver.
he is the best. He is the best. He's
Alright.
the best wide receiver.
And then you still got Darren Waller out there.
Yeah.
You have
Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow,
Yeah.
who corners and DBs who have played and said he's one of the shiftiest.
Dude,
people
he
on the
proved himself last season. He had a great year.
I'm pretty sure Derwin said that.
Derwin said
He's a top
he's
five.
top
player.
5 receiver in the league.
Yes.
I mean, Derwin of all people would know. Plays against him twice a year.
So personally, I'm going with the Raiders.
Hey, that's
Go
okay.
ahead.
I mean, it's a
Okay.
close one.
I think it will be a very close game, yeah.
This game's going to be a game to watch. 425, probably the game of the week. It's probably got Tony Romo announcing it. Who knows? Let's see. Chiefs versus Cardinals. Who you got? Cardinals do not have DeAndre Hopkins.
I'm
They do
taking
not.
the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Chiefs
He,
as well.
he put some of that
Don't
sauce
even
in
care.
him. I'm taking the Chiefs as well. People saying Mahomes isn't anything without Tyreek. He's losing weapons. I don't think you can.
Mahomes.
You
did-
can underestimate Mahomes and Kelsey. Like Mahomes is still gonna have an amazing year.
All the games that Tyreek Hill missed, I don't think Mahomes lost. I don't think they lost a single game he didn't play, which shows they don't really need him. And they picked up MVS, they picked up Juju, they picked up Sky Moore.
Yeah.
They got weapons back. They basically built a receiving core instead of having a receiver.
A very average defense, but I think that
They have the opportunity to get turnovers. That's all you really can ask for by people who aren't superstars. So
Yeah.
So Chiefs.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Chiefs sweep.
Chiefs win. This is an interesting pick too.
Bucs
Versus Cowboys.
Rematch of Week 1 last year. Arguably, the Cowboys should have won last year if Greg Zerline could make field goals.
Yeah.
He ain't on the team anymore, so maybe he'll
Wonder
defend.
why.
Sunday Night Football, Cowboys Bucs. Who you got?
Dallas at home, big fan base, big stadium.
America's team.
They in Jerry World.
Mm-hmm.
So, Buccaneers, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah,
It's Tom Brady.
Big Tom.
It is Tom Brady.
Big
So
Tom. Yeah.
I don't think that. I think this is going to be one of his last seasons, if not his last season, and I think he's going to go all out, and I think he's not going to let anything stop him, so I'm going Bucs.
I agree. Bucks are winning the Super Bowl. I don't care who they play in. I think the Bucks are having an amazing year. Cowboys, I think Dak's gonna have a pretty good year. I think Zeke's gonna kind of prove himself, and even if he doesn't, they have Tony Pollard. CeeDee Lamb's gonna have a great year. Micah Parsons, I think he's the best defensive. He can be the best defensive player in football if the cards fall to him, right? But yeah,
Tom Brady's just a winner.
Yeah, Tom Brady doesn't lose. I'm taking Tom Brady. Don't fade the goat.
Parsons fading to go right here. I can
Yep.
feel it.
Do you know me? You think I'm picking the Cowboys?
He hates the Cowboys.
I'm taking the Bucs.
Okay.
You hate the Cowboys and Tom Brady equally.
Yeah, but I'm taking
Yeah.
the Bucs because the Cowboys don't really got weapons anymore. They got Zeke, who can't hit a hole to save his life. They got CeeDee Lamb, but that's about it for this week.
Yeah.
He's up against Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy Bunting, Jamel Dean, 3 known corners in the
They're
league.
good. Very
The
good.
Bucs defense is going to dominate this game. Cowboys don't have an offensive line anymore. They're starting 40-year-old Jason Peters probably at left tackle. They lost Tyron Smith. They lost L. Collins. They lost Connor Williams. They have nobody to block.
Doug Martin.
It's one dude. He's a guard. What are you going to do?
He's good.
And I'd like to point out
I
that
might Vita Vea might eat him alive still.
that Ryan Jensen, that's a huge blow for the Bucs, though.
Yeah, but they
They'll be alright.
got backups over there.
All right.
So I'm taking the Bucs.
Final game of the week.
Monday Night Football.
It's be real time.
All right.
That's my podcast.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's be real time. Everybody be real.
We're being real. We're being real. All right.
Alright, we're up to
All right.
Monday Night Football.
Broncos, Seahawks. Broncos country. Let's ride. It's a Russell Wilson revenge tour. Russ is going to absolutely destroy his old team. The Seahawks do not have a roster. It's the Broncos. It's always been the Broncos.
This game might be a lot to 0.
It really
Broncos.
should be.
I like Drew Lock as a person, not as a football player. He ain't even playing. Geno Smith, who knows what he's going to do either.
I'm
Their
definitely
defense is just like nobody except Quandre Diggs. Whatever.
definitely going with the Broncos
Loss.
here.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
This might be.
Great defense. They have an amazing defense. Weapons on offense. Russell Wilson. Like, you can't ask for
This
much
might be
more.
one of the largest score differentials ever on.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Probably.
So,
All right.
That's all the games.
That's all the games.
That's our week 1 predictions. Next week we'll talk about our
Do you
week
wanna-
2 predictions or any like close games or anything.
You want to predict who wins MVP and stuff like that?
No, we'll do that later on in the season.
Give it a few games.
Yeah, we'll give it a few. We're not gonna come out completely dry.
Doesn't want to be completely wrong.
Yeah.
We might have a chance in a few weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
But yeah, we'll let everyone know our record predictions at the end of week 1, and we're gonna get ready
Number
for
2.
the week 2 podcast. All right.
Go.
Thank everyone for watching.